Isabella here. I am making a quick update video on my way to pick up my kids from school. Now that they go to private school, it takes me about an hour each way to get them. So I do quite a lot of driving every day from 7 in the morning till 9 in the morning, and then again from 2 to 4. So I'm on my way to get the kids from school, and tomorrow I will be on my long trek to Connecticut that most often used to be when I made videos was during my drive to Connecticut, because I had many hours to go. The Connecticut drive is at least 2 hours each way, but on a Friday afternoon it tends to take more than that, because Friday is rush hour traffic on the way back. For those of you who are familiar with the Mass Pike and Interstate 95, both of those are very, very trafficy. It's finally starting to feel like spring up here in New England. I really am hoping this year, this summer, to get back to Maine. In the summers, we used to visit Bar Harbor, an area near Bar Harbor called Southwest Harbor. It's a beautiful, beautiful place. It's because it's so far up. It's not crowded like some of the other places, like Ogunquit, and some of the more popular places like Wells Beach and all that. We've been to all those places, and I personally just don't like all the crowds and everything. So I'd rather pay more in gas and go somewhere high up. Acadia Mountains is just absolutely gorgeous. I like to go towards the very end of the summer. That's when the water temperature is its highest, which is probably still only in about the 50s, but it's gorgeous there. I've gone as late as October, and it gets pretty cold, but there's firewood, and it's a beautiful place to see foliage and wildlife. A lot of the wildlife up there is nocturnal, but you can see whales and seals, sea lions, dolphin. It's beautiful. I've gotten some of the most picturesque photographs that I've framed and everything. And we used to go up there every summer, and we would rent little cottages for the week. Personally, I think it's a lot easier and cheaper to rent a cottage rather than to pay for a hotel. Some people think that's kind of silly, because then you're still doing your own dishes and laundry and cleanup and all of that, but I don't mind that stuff. I just think it's nice to have your own space and place and be able to be comfortable. The last place we went, and the last time we went, was in 2006. That was our last summer vacation, because every year after that we had chickens and roosters and all of that, and it's easy to get somebody to babysit a dog or come over and feed your cat, but when you have a whole slew of animals and chickens and all of that, it's a little bit more difficult. So we have not been on vacation now in about 7 years. So it's a long time coming, and we have a lot to celebrate with our family being so happy again and back together and all of that. So I'm looking forward to hopefully setting aside some money, because we're still broke, still very much in debt, but I'm hoping we can book something and get planning on a vacation this summer. Especially whereas our apartment is really small, and my older kids come for the entire summer, so we really need to try to plan day trips and plan someplace to go, because living in an apartment isn't like our other house where our yard was its own vacation in itself. This yard that we have now is very small. you know, we may be able to fit our picnic table for, you know, eating outside in the backyard when we cook on the grill, but that's kind of just about it. And I don't know the area that we live in, because now we're south of Boston instead of north, and north is close to everything. Like, well, I mean, I grew up on the North Shore, so I know where everything is, and south of Boston there is not as much rural, at least that I know of. I know Nature's Fairy lives not too far from me, if you guys watch her, so maybe she can make some suggestions to me as far as if there's any places to go as far as lakes and hiking and fishing and things like that. My older son Kyle, he's 14, he's been fishing his whole life and he really loves it, so that's something I don't want to give up. And so this coming week is going to be vacation for the older two, because Connecticut has a different week of vacation. They don't have February vacation anymore. Massachusetts still has 2 vacations. They have winter vacation in February, and then they also have a spring-April vacation, but their vacation doesn't start until after Easter, whereas, my kids have, Massachusetts has February and April. Connecticut only has April. So, my younger 2 kids don't have vacation next week. They have it the week after, so the day after Easter. But the older kids' vacation starts tomorrow. So I'll be picking them up and they'll be here for the entire week. But it kind of sucks because my younger kids still have school, so we're going to still have to be waking up at 6:30 every day. And because they both share rooms now, everybody's going to kind of be disturbed and not be able to sleep in during their vacation week. And then the older 2 won't be here for the vacation week that the younger 2 have. So it's going to be kind of weird. I don't know how we're going to really plan to do a lot of day trips because, number one, the kids are in school, which sucks anyway, but number 2, even if I plan stuff with the older kids, like, because I know Faith wants to go to the ocean and stuff like that, you know, it's travel time to get there. I'm not going to be able to spend much time because then I have to get back here to get the kids at school, which is already, you know, at least a 45-minute drive to Attleboro. So I don't know what we're really going to be doing for fun stuff during this week. I know we can go bowling and movies and things like that are local, but I know Faith is pretty happy with shopping, as all teenage girls, of course, are. I need to do some shopping myself. You know, men have it pretty easy, I think, because their bodies don't change as drastically as women. You know, I've had quite a few pregnancies, and my body has changed pretty much up and down and all around for the last 17 years or so. Faith is 16, so, you know, I have 4 kids. I've gone through 6 pregnancies, so my body has changed a lot. Guys' bodies, at least my husband, he wears the same clothes that he wore 17 years ago. They still fit him. His body hasn't changed very much. He fluctuates within like maybe 10 pounds, and, you know, maybe like an inch difference of his neck and his shoulders and stuff, depending if he's doing his working out or not. But for the most part, he wears all the same stuff, same shoes, same clothes, and so he has quite a collection. Whereas me, on the other hand, I started off at a size like 2 or 4, and I've gone up and down as high as size 18 or 20, and yeah, so I have quite a variety of clothes, and I am, you know, women with the whole fashion thing, we tend to change our styles and our wardrobes quite a lot. skirts fluctuate, whether they're short, long, knee length, flared, non-flared, pencil skirts, blah, 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 blah. So, I have a lot to catch up. Right now I'm wearing a long skirt that's like Indian style. Pretty cool. It's got little mirrors on it today. So, I'm in spring mode. So I'm craving shopping. When spring comes, I tend to throw things away and do kind of like that whole nesting, spring cleaning thing. I know most people do, but I tend to go a little overboard with it. And now that I'm in a new place, especially because a lot of the things that I had in my old place don't really fit anymore. I talked to you guys about that in another video. But I've kind of come to terms with it. Like a lot of the things that were more, like, I don't know, outdoorsy or old-fashioned, dusty kind of items. I love them, but they just don't fit in this brand new, clean, crisp apartment. So I've kind of stuck those things in the basement. So I have access to them, but they're not cluttering anything up. Clutter is a huge issue in apartments. If you guys have any advice or suggestions on how to declutter and make the best use of small space, please let me know, because I'm used to having a gigantic house and being able to put things in the attic and the basement and the shed and the garage, because yes, I used to have a shed and a garage, and now I just have this tiny little apartment. And I've been trying to make use of under the bed space. I have several storage Tupperware kind of containers that slide under the bed. I had to get rid of my tall jewelry chest, so my jewelry is kind of like dumped into a plastic bin. Fortunately, I'm not big into lots of jewelry. I have a few pairs of gold earrings. I have a set of pearls and a few rings, and that's about it. I don't go all out, and I can't wear jewelry that's not real gold or sterling silver, or else I break out in hives and rashes. So I'm limited as far as what I can wear. So I guess that keeps me in check. So I hope you guys are having an awesome spring. I'm really glad that the warm weather's here. I'm looking forward to rain and thunderstorms and flowers. The crocuses have come up in New England, which is awesome. I love when the crocuses and the robins start coming and showing up. That means spring is here. Yay! So, yeah, leave me a comment, help me with my storage issues, and say hello. I miss all of you guys, and I hope you're doing wonderfully. I'll make some lovely videos during my vacation week.